What is going on, YouTube? So, something really weird happened lately. You guys all know, all of you Nightwish fans, we've been kind of hanging for a while. I didn't cover Nightwish a whole lot because I was already a huge fan. You know, I kind of get... But they were huge in prompting me to start this whole reaction thing because I became super obsessed with watching Nightwish reaction videos, and I realized how addictive they were. And hopefully that's still the case. Hopefully people are still watching these because my wife recently decided to join my channel, which is amazing because I didn't think she supported it at all, but it turns out she kind of does. And we started doing more historical things together. If you look at some of my old videos, she also is a historian. You see her t-shirt, so she has to be, right? But more so than me. She's got 2 master's degrees in history, one way or the other. Archival studies. You can restore old books, you know how to genealogy, all kinds of cool stuff. Kind of like the applied sciences of history, and then the other master's degree in history.
Yeah,
and she's so she's done a lot of really cool, research projects in the past, and all kinds of neat stuff. So she was very excited to join me for some of the more historically themed things. But more recently, she asked maybe to get into some music. So she is not familiar with Nightwish. She knows that I like Nightwish, and I don't think she could pick it out though if she was listening to it. She just thinks all my music is kind of different, and I don't know. It is a little different.
I am more of a 90s rock and older, so I haven't quite gotten into anything, you know. I'm stuck in the 90s, I guess you could say. And, you know, pop princess, that kind of thing. I love R&B, 90s rap, you know, maybe early 2000s. But rock has not been one for modern rock that I have had an ear for. I'm not musically inclined, so I've never played an instrument. I did choir in like junior high because all my friends were doing it, but other than that, I have no musical inclination, so this will be very interesting.
Yeah, so we'll check it out. And the thing I'm the most excited about is just kind of like seeing a few of you people that I've been very familiar with in the comments. I know, like on Discord, you know, Reacticide, being a part of that. It's just a good time in my life that's kind of gone by the wayside a little bit. So maybe we could stoke that a little bit. Get the wife, if this works out well, if she enjoys it, and I'm sure Gabriel is going to come along with his list of recommendations, which I'm slightly familiar with, but things might have changed because more stuff has come out throughout the years and whatnot. So what we're going to check out is the tried and true WACKEN 2013, which I realize this is 10 years ago now.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a decade.
We were only married 2 years.
At this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. We've been married 14 years now, right? No, wait.
We've been married 12 and a half. We've
12 and a half. We've been together 14 years.
It'll be 15 in January.
I'm going to edit that shit out because that'll get me in trouble if she watches that later.
It'll be all right.
But, so, yeah, we're going to check out Storytime. I know usually you start with Ghost Love Score, but I don't know. I'm going to start with Storytime. We'll see how things go. And again, if it's successful, we'll keep going. Just a little bit of a background. So this is the band with Floor Jansen, right? And everybody's connected. It's interesting, right? I mean, she's married to the drummer of Sabaton. The band is Finnish, but she's actually Dutch, which you'll see sometimes she does her famous Dutch windmill, or she whips her head around like that.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it, her Dutch windmill, yeah.
I grew up in a town that was Dutch. I have never seen anybody throw their hair around like that.
You're going to learn today. You're about to. So there is that. There's been a lot of history with this band. They were really big back in the 90s. You know, on the symphonic metal scene. Their original vocalist, Tarja, had a very, very strong operatic voice. Mm-hmm. And literally that's all she did, though. It was all operatic. No pop aesthetic to it whatsoever, just operatic. Mm-hmm. Then a little bit later, she was replaced by Annette, who has a straight-up poppy voice with really no operatic talent.
Gotcha.
going on. Then you have Floor, who literally is the whole package. I mean, she's can sing in any style. So she was able to kind of marry the old stuff with the new stuff, and make it sound amazing. And then they go on to kind of make a few more albums after that. So that's kind of the history on it. And there's a lot more to it than that. But we'll just kind of start with that. And then we'll go ahead and check out Storytime. Oh, and let me also mention too, really quick. This WACKEN is a huge kind of pinnacle in the success of this band, because basically Floor, I think, had only been with them for like a month at this time. Wow. She was still learning the music, and you'll see the way she presents herself. It's like she's been doing it forever with the band, but she was pretty new for them, and this was the first time a lot of people had seen her perform live. And I think this concert will be hard to top. Number one, there was like I think there was like 70,000 people in the so it was a huge crowd. But at the same time, they were playing. I'm not gonna get into all that. That's too much.
So is this kind of like Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. It's like that melodic or symphonic metal. It's symphonic metal.
I love Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah,
they were amazing when we saw them.
Well, they might like this then.
Out. Yeah,
they might like this then. Yeah, it's definitely the hardcore hard metal, along with the symphonic music and a nice classically trained vocal on top of it. So that's why I love it personally.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I don't know what song this is in the set, but this came off of their album Imaginarum, which was actually was recorded with a net. So
okay.
I don't know if that even matters, but okay, right. Here we go.
I think it's time for a little story.
Huge, ridiculously huge crowd.
It's definitely story time.
There's a windmill.
Definitely heavy. I'm dizzy.
It was the night before, and all through the world. No words, no dreams, then Monday. I ride by a fire, imagine all the fire. Took a turn into a childless heart. Painter on the shore, imagine all the world. Waiting in a snowflake on this cover book of poetry. Canvas on the wall, planet Earth falls back into the stars. I've got the voice of never, never lived. The innocence and dreams of every man. I've got the empty crown of Peter Pan. The story kind of gets the blue sky. I took the early moon inside. I got the story that will read to me. I'm remembering that you hold me.
She does that without.
No, falling over.
I am the journey, I am the destination, I am the hope, the trail that leads you. A way to taste the night, the elusive high, follow the madness, and as you know, what's that imaginary up, the dream of hurrying up, caress the tales and they will dream you. Be the storytime escape, it's that intoxicates, the core of all that is a living chest of bells. I got the voice I never, never lived. The innocence and dreams of every day. I got the empty can of being dead. Sorry, God, it needs to blue the sky. Treat me any moon inside. I am the story that will reach you read. I remember it that you hold me. I am the voice I never, never lived. The innocence and dreams of every day. Such a happy story,
All right, before we get into the bridge, Okay. So, first thoughts.
I like her outfit.
You like her outfit?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
whole skirt
outfit's
thing's
nice.
pretty cute. She got
That's
tall
cool.
boots, and she does the head thing. I would be in the crowd. Boop. They'd have to pick me up and put me back up there.
Did you notice how incredibly tall she is?
Yes.
So the guitarist is actually, I forget.
3 hours later.
Really cute.
So
very
that's Tuamas. He
steampunk.
writes all the music and plays the keyboards.
That's very steampunk. I like it.
Yeah, Empu is his birthday. He was born June 10th, 1978.
2 days after
So
you.
2 days
No
after me,
kidding.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's funny because the bassist from Sabaton is born in June 8th, but he was born in like 1980 or something like that.
Oh, he's a baby.
Yeah. Troy, you don't see him. He's not in this concert. He's a little bit later. He plays like wooden flutes and other interesting instruments.
Wow.
Does backup vocals. Dude, Marco's not on here? Oh, present members. That's why.
Oh, he.
So that's the new drummer.
Gotcha.
And they got rid of. Here you go. That's Marco.
Aw.
He used to be their. He was my favorite member. Honestly, he was so good. His voice is insanely good. But he used to sing and play bassist, but that's their new bassist. So Empu. All right. But okay.
They don't even need backup singers. The crowd's got it, which is fine.
What?
They don't need backup singers. The crowd's got it just fine.
I know, right? That guy's just standing there like.
There was one guy who like I could start singing. Don't you know? Oh.
It's just,
How can I be noticeable at a concert? Wear a weird hat and don't do it. So scary.
not fire. Oh, that was quick.
Okay, so here's a question. So all of those songs were written before she joined the band.
Yes.
So what is the general consensus among fans as to who did it better? Come on, guys, I want to hear from you. Who did it better? I don't know.
Yeah, put it in the comments. Who did it better? Okay, so here's my take on it. And I've made this like known in the past, you know, in like some of my videos and things like that. So under Tarja, they developed a very, very strong cult following,
Okay.
right? And relatively, I think they were just kind of a little bit more obscure. You know, they're overseas. they've got this sound that is I hope I'm close enough to the microphone. They've got this sound that is very unique, but it's not incredibly palatable to, especially to most Americans. You know what I mean? They have like that kind of like pop sense of music in them, like yourself. You know, like songs sound a certain way, right? Verse, chorus, verse. You know, you've got this, and you know everything falls into a box, and it sounds a certain way. And that's why that's why I choose this one to pick, because it's got probably one of their most poppiest songs. It's a little bit more digestible, right? If you're not familiar with it. So, but what happened was when Annette came into the band, I think that's when their popularity really took off. Even though Annette may not have been as talented as Tarja as far as being classically trained and all that. I could be wrong, but like she like I said, she lacked a lot of the operatic type vocals and things like that.
Okay.
But I think that their sound, while she was their singer, it became a lot more poppy, and it made it much more palatable to a larger audience.
Okay.
And they had songs like Amaranth, which is definitely one of their most poppiest songs, but it's one of their most popular overall songs.
Okay.
So in my opinion, when she was with the band, I think they came out with their best albums. The
Okay.
2 albums that came out during that time were, in my opinion, their best albums.
Okay.
So, but now you have a singer like Floor, singing those better songs. Again, in my opinion, it's just a perfect sweet spot.
Because she has a little bit of each.
Yeah, she's the full package.
Gotcha.
You know, you've got poppy on one hand, you got operatic, but she's just the full blown package. And like you said, not just that, but it's her look. You know, people call her like a Valkyrie. You know, or like
She looks like she belongs there.
yeah, she's literally a 6 foot. I don't know how she's 6'2" or 6'3", just Scandinavian Valkyrie. She's freaking huge.
I would
you know,
definitely
and
call
she's
her a Valkyrie.
powerful, and she commands the audience, and all that. And sorry about the word, you know what I mean by huge. She's just very big, commanding presence, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so that's my short answer to that. Now, I'm trying to think. The albums they came up with after she joined the band are a little bit more cerebral. You know, like one is Endless Forms the Most Beautiful, which is all about evolution and things like that. So now we're shifting gears, and then the one after that, Human Nature, you could see the band's almost going down more like a mature path, you know. Hard to explain, but yeah.
That's okay. So,
Makes sense.
is the drummer from Sabaton as tall as she is?
Yes, yes.
They're gonna, okay, if they make it, I'm saying this right
Johannes.
here, you're gonna have like a 25-inch baby when they're born.
Oh, they've
because-
already got babies.
They've got babies?
Mhm.
I
They've
bet these
been-
kids are gonna be ginormous.
They've been married for a bit, yeah.
Oh, they're married. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I honestly don't know if it's official. It might not be official, but still, they're together.
How do you tour when you're in two different bands and
I
then
don't
you
know.
have kids? Like, I mean, I imagine it's easier if you're in the same band. Like Brittany and her husband, they have the baby.
Scott and Brittany from
Yeah,
Unleash the
because they're in the
Archers, yeah.
same. Yeah, but I can't imagine what it would be like to have to take children on tour if you're in two different places. But those kids are going to be super cultured, and I'm very jealous of that.
Yeah, they're gonna have nice hair.
Yeah.
They're gonna be very tall.
Yeah.
And,
I want swingy hair.
so you know my girl from Ad Infinitum, Melissa Bonney.
Yes.
So she just married the drummer from Amaranth.
Is that the
which
band that was just out here?
yes, Amaranth was just playing near us. But again, they're all connected. The singer from Amaranth tried out for Nightwish,
Really?
and Floor got it. Yeah, there's a whole story behind that.
Is she from Scandinavia or as well?
I don't know. I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't really looked into Amaranth, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Because again, they're all connected. So it's like, so again, Melissa Bonney is married to the drummer from, you know, so you see the connection here, right? Brittany Slade's drummer. Mm-hmm. Florian Jansen, drummer. Melissa Bonney, drummer.
Okay, I don't sing, but
I'm a
married
drummer.
and you don't
My
want me to
point
sing.
is that the drummers always get the frickin'...
The lead singer.
Not
Well,
the
you
lead
got
singer,
like
just
the backup dancer because you just pulled a Britney
just-
Spears. You're like, oh, I gotta settle for the one way in the back that can't
If you want the
really move.
groupies, be a guitarist. But if you
That's
want
true.
like a goddess, be a drummer.
Oh God, don't tell me that, because Abby's a guitar player. She don't need any groupies. Oh Lord, help me, I'll be a grandma.
Anyways, we'll save discussions like this for a live stream soon, hopefully. But for right now, we'll cut it short. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the comments, and we'll continue going down this path if it works. If not, honestly, I don't even know if. Yeah, I don't even go that route. Like, I don't know. Nightwish hasn't done anything like kind of new in a while, so I didn't know if this was even if people are going to watch this. But
Let's
I guess
do
we'll
a
find out.
Baby Meatloaf video.
Tommy Johansson, Baby Meatloaf. Okay, let's do it. All right. So we'll see you in the next one. Until then, everybody be safe, healthy, and be nice to each other.